Good day, good day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, there went my evil eye, evil eye. Okay, so how is your day? It's midweek. I always go midweek, hump or slump, but actually I'm feeling great. I'm in a good place. Interesting feeling of the energy though today. I've been on the computer for 3 hours and now I'm having my beautiful break at my table. I'm loving this energy. I've just felt when I sat down, it was so great. So we are just going with the flow and we're asking Spirit to guide us as we always do. Our daily guidance, or whenever I ask for guidance, what is our guidance today going forward? We're on our journey together, hand in hand. Let's do this. We keep going. So for us today, I've asked the Inner Temple for activation, and the card that came out for today was Inner Autumn. So we are going to read that, and we have got our little guidance from our calendar. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. And heaven has endowed me with talents for eventual use. Absolutely. So your gifts, your talents are opening up, especially if you're on the spiritual journey. I will be honest with you. If you've only just met me, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. But if you know me, and you will have heard me say, I've only sort of really been doing this since around about April in this year. Prior to that, I was listening to other readers, and I did my own oracle cards, oracle readings. My gifts started coming down. I started to channel. It started to all start to take off. And then being on a twin flame journey, when there's that separation period, I felt like I needed my soul purpose. Now I lecture, and I lecture very much in a spiritual way anyway, trying to help others, inspire others, not only to just learn the theory, but to become better versions of themselves. And that is my awakening that I share. And I feel like that's what I do when I sit down and I talk to you. And I just started putting out this on YouTube. I didn't even know how I was going to do it. I just thought, you know what, if I sit at my magic table, it became more and more magical. And I share with you something that might actually help you in some way on a journey that can be very worrying, or, it can be very confusing, but it can be so magical. And that magic is something that we don't often know what to do with unless we meet other magical beings. So this is why you've come across me, and maybe other people. And as you develop, as you change, your talents, your gifts will start to come very much apparent. And, I just absolutely love what I do every single day. And I'm very, very blessed to be able to sit here and just share with you anything that might help to guide you in some way. So in that autumn, the idea of sort of doing what you love to do every day is not work, is it? It's something that drives me. I get up, I love doing what I do. I love doing my TikTok readings. I love doing my readings at my magic table. I love my job. I love my student. I love life right now. And I can promise you, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here saying that. So it takes what it takes. The healing journey takes what it takes. You learn as you go. The people come on your path and help you, and things just start to automatically change. And when you sit and you look back a little bit, like you might be starting to reflect on this year like I have done. And when I look back and I think, geez, I've only been doing this for a few months and I have all these beautiful cards that have been gifted to me. I bought them, but what I'm saying is they've been guided to me in some way, either from my other readers that I watch and other guidance, or they just come to me and I just love them. I have the old ones that I've had years and years and years. My angel ones I used yesterday. I've had this deck for many, many years. And this one, the Angel Intuitive deck, I've had even longer. Years, 20 years possibly. And I absolutely do not even remember where I got it from. They come to you and then you begin to use them when you need to use them. Communication on the bottom. So obviously there's something here that I need to communicate, and it is really very important that someone hears this. So don't be afraid if you feel like you need to pick up this or do something like this, or you're hearing things and you want to share them out to other people. Trust in it. Just trust, because that is your soul. That is your soul purpose. Okay. I'm loving these beautiful inner temple cards at the minute, and this beautiful day, card of the day. I do it on a daily, on a short, but I didn't get a chance today, but I decided I was going to use it now with our reading. So the inner autumn has come out, and I really feel like we're right into our winter period. So it's obviously something that may have started really to shift. And I felt that very much myself when we got to sort of the October period and that sort of autumn feel. It started to shift with me. Some things happened, some things started to shift, and energy will move when it needs to move. It will go. Everything's divine timing anyway. What's on your path will always find you. Trust in that. Trust in that. So heaven has endowed me with talents for eventual use. That eventual use may not be completely clear to you. Like I said, I sat down and started recording YouTube videos. I had no clue. And I'm very blessed to have people that listen to me now. And very blessed that I can share. And I've got a bit of a network of people that I might be helping in some way. You certainly help me just by listening to me, because you inspire me and you give me your energy, and I feel it. And I'm very, very grateful for it. So anyway, so that's where I was going. I have no idea. It always just downloads and comes out my mouth. So thank you for listening. If by now you're switching off, I don't blame you. But if you are listening, we've got something here that we're going to be talking about. I have the witches on my table today. It's we have the Witches Litho Oracle deck, and I love this deck because of the butterflies on it and the purple, the intuition, and I'm feeling that very strongly today. I've got our Cozy Witch Tarot, Tarot Everyday Witch Tarot deck. I've also got Believe in Your Own Magic, because I just had something happen that was very magical, and I knew, I kind of felt like that was lovely that it happened for me. Just a little bit of a saving that I didn't expect. It was lovely. I did ask for it. I didn't, and initially it was like, nah. But now it's like, go ahead, lovely. So I thought that was very, very lovely. So that is something that's happened and given me a little bit of a nice high vibration. When those little things happen, let your vibration rise. And in actual fact, I'm being told now that I need to actually get us a high vibe message today. Let's see if I can find my high vibe. Where is it? Here it is. Raise your vibration. So we're going to get a little high vibe before we get into our cards. Oh, for today, please, guidance. Okay, this is shifting company. When you begin to raise your vibration, those who aren't in alignment may begin to change or even leave your life. Don't fight this. Trust in the bigger picture. Just continue to raise your vibration, and those who aren't supposed to travel with you will simply detach themselves. Exactly. And that's exactly what has happened. It's important to mention that not everyone has to be the same vibrational space as you for a relationship to continue. You'll find there will be friendships and connections that stay, even if you evolve into a different space. And there are huge opportunities there too. Let these people continue to be anchors and rocks that keep you grounded, and do the same for them. When you ascend in vibration, it's important to stay centered towards your relationships. Don't force anyone to change who they are or invite them to match your frequency. Moreover, begin to see them through the most holy and loving eyes, accepting them for who they are and where they are. That's what being at a high vibration is all about. For tumultuous relationships, think of yourself as a tree. During fall, autumn, in order to survive through the cold of the winter, a tree simply lets go of everything that is dragging it down. Then no matter what comes towards it or what uncertainty it faces, through the resilience of its being, it will continue to grow. So trust in the changes that are unfolding around you. Let the old foliage go and you'll continue to grow. How apt is that when we've got Inner Autumn as our main significator card today? So when I raise my vibration, I upgrade my experience of life. I release the energies that hold me back and make way for the new. I attract relationships that reflect the truth of who I am, and I am surrounded by those who inspire me and those I can inspire. My life is filled with goodness. Oh, that is so beautiful. What a lovely 558 that was, wasn't it? 558. Oh. And it's number 209, which is 9, 10, 11. So 11. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Oh, right. Let me just pause this. All right. Sorry about that. There was a phone call and it was a pause. So, right. Let's go on now and let us look at Inner Autumn. Inner Autumn on the Inner Temple cards. Inner Autumn. Inner Autumn. Letting go. Wildness, realignment, courage, falling away, loosening your hold, harnessing your inner power, frustration, sacred rage, alchemy taking your place, reaping what you've sown. That feels like a quiet power, time to make some changes. Wow, nature is the greatest mystery school there is, and the greatest teacher within that mystery school has got to be the seasons. Just as the seasons around us change in our life, we can also experience inner seasons. Knowing which season you're in can help you negotiate this period, and being able to embrace embrace the seasons. Knowing which season you're in can help you negotiate this period, and being able to embrace the season you're moving into can offer strong medicine and guidance that will help you navigate what lies ahead. So that's very interesting. So today being midweeks, hump or slump, sometimes when we get into a bit of a slump, it is very important to recognize the reason why. And, you know, being in the middle of winter and it's dark and cold and raining and miserable and what have you, just look at nature, how nature has let things go and just allowed for the trees to shed the leaves, and you know all the mulch that's on the ground is covering and protecting all those new spring seeds of grass and plants and animals and whatever, insects, all underneath that earth. And that's what we go through. And exactly like 558 said, you know, it's about letting that go now. So that's the period we are in. So if there's something now, a little bit of a slump, there's something before we get to our new moon, which is I think the 21st, we need to make sure that we have got that releasing and letting go, because sometimes we can stay in longing. And honestly, it's very difficult if you're on a twin soul or twin flame or a divine connection journey with somebody else. It's very difficult sometimes to really not be in longing and not to be thinking about somebody. Interesting, separation, but this was connection. So maybe from some sort of separation there is a connection that you value, that you hold dear. But I'm hearing connection with yourself. Okay, create some space. Connection with yourself, very important. Let's have a little read of this anyway. Connection is about relationships, interaction, interdependence. Exactly, that's what I was just about to say. You know, sometimes when we are attached to something, it's very difficult to let it go, because we think we need to depend on that for our happiness or for our livelihood or whatever it might be. And when we get into this state of connection within ourselves, this union within ourselves, that becomes interdependence. It becomes that strength within us, the unity. So relationships are the things that test and teach us the most. Connection is a human need, and through relationships we're able to experience this most deeply. Both connection and separation are both the human experience. One isn't better than the other. Yet there are times when connection is needed, whether that be connection with others or connection with self. And I feel that very much for us right now, this sort of midweek. You might feel a little bit slumpy, a little bit down, a little bit something. But remember what season you're in. It's about that transformation now, the change. It is like nature has done with the trees, and the leaves on the trees have fallen. We've got to allow things to leave. People leave our lives for a reason. They come back into our lives as just as much of a reason. So really, it's quite important to recognize this moment for you. There are times where connection is needed, whether that be connection with others or connection with selves. The invitation here is for you to consider how you can deepen your connection with someone. If it appears with separation, right side up, consider how you're being called to separate yourself from a situation energetically, or where you feel separation in your life. Regardless of what meaning is right side up, place your hand on your heart, connect with your inner temple and ask, in this situation, where's the medicine I most need? Is it connection or is it separation? And that's an important thing. Because for myself, do I need separation right now? Do I need to take myself away from the situation? Or do I need to invest in the connection in some way to learn a lesson? And perhaps show myself and teach myself. I allowed my twin flame to come back in because I needed that connection again to show me how I would feel when the separation came again, which it did, and how I could stand with my boundary in whilst we had a connection, whilst there was that moment. It was only a small amount of time, but that's what is the lesson. Is the same with anybody coming into your life. Whatever that time it takes, you've got to decide, is it connection or separation? What do I need? And if you remember, we're in the autumn. So it's about this change, this transformation, this readiness for the new moon intentions, for the springtime when things grow, when the new year, for the year of the horse, all of this idea of the year of the snake, letting go, shedding, had to leave, had to go. Sorry. Right, so that's what we're going with there. So we have this beautiful inner autumn and connection, very important for us right now. So thank you for that. That's lovely, beautiful. This is our guidance. Remember, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And it's about loving yourself enough to love what you do. Do you believe in yourself? Do you trust in your abilities? Do you consider yourself? That is so important. Because then those gifts and talents will shine. And that's what we want to happen. All right, so let us get our beautiful... where's our other guidance? Thank you very much. Okay, our witch's light though. Our guidance, our beautiful guidance. Beautiful, beautiful guidance. Thank you very much. For today, for our next part of our journey. Every day is a journey. Every day we wake up and we have got something that we can be grateful for. And it's especially for our journey. And if you're feeling something today that you don't normally feel, that's also a good thing. Learn your lesson. Think about it. Peonies have come up. It's time to reap your rewards. Settle in for a ride with Lady Luck. And I just said to you, funny, I had this little email back to say, oh, you know, you don't have to pay for this. Oh, my goodness, it was a little saving, a little cost for me. I didn't have to put on my credit card. Very thankful. A little bit of Lady Luck was on my side. So, my friends, you're going to get the same thing, a little bit of Lady Luck. Settle in for the ride with Lady Luck. I feel it really strongly. This is keep your high vibration. And you know, a bit of luck as well, if you think about it. You know, it's lovely when you see something sort of grow out of, you know, that sort of comes from something that grows, and then this beautiful flower or whatever arrives, and you just think, how lucky am I to see that or have that or whatever it might be. Okay, is there anything else you want to... peonies. They're beautiful flowers, peonies. They're very big. I feel like interesting how she is sitting there as well, and she's reading a book, and there's this great big, I don't know, it looks like a big worm, but it could be like a snake that is there as well. But there's this beautiful butterfly of transformation over her door. Nothing else wants to come out, I don't think. Let's have a look. Finally. Nope, that's it for them. Okay, beautiful. So peonies. Let's read our peonies, number 28. The key words are all around good luck, protection, and increased blessings. Peonies are big, expressive flowers that are often given as a sign of goodwill and blessings. They are offered to you as a gift from the universe with the promise that what you want is on its way. This is absolutely the most positive and supportive card of the deck. It's a big yes, go for it, and expect things to work out exactly the way you hoped they would. Are you seeking more abundance? It's yours. Hoping a relationship will work out? You bet it will. Whatever you have set your eyes on is making a beeline straight towards you. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. That's what I did earlier. And you're likely to receive it right now. It's not just the universe that's in a giving mood. You may get a free coffee just because, a favor at work, an offer to skip ahead in a long line, and more. Allow yourself to receive this upturn in good fortune, and don't question the reasons behind it. It may seem sudden and unusual, but you have planted seeds of gratitude for quite a while, and you are finally reaping the rewards. Exactly, that's so beautiful. In autumn, those seeds of gratitude, they're starting to sprout. You're going to see this. This is beautiful. Reap those rewards, my friend. That is lovely. All right, let's see what our beautiful Trust Your Magic, Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle will guide us with as well today. I am so, oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. Good luck is on the table today. Absolutely. Weave together the crown you deserve. Look at that, number 14, Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. So like I said to you, do you trust how much you deserve this? You never needed those wings to fly. Exactly, it's your time. Look at this tower, it's very strong. You're jumping out, you're flying free. Oh, there's luck. I mean, this is a number 8, infinity symbol, beauty, you know, wealth, happiness, abundance. Abundance is the word here. Abundance. Number 14. And 1 and 4 is 5. Transformation. This right here is the ultimate card of celebration, not just of yourself, but of those around you. When you're done putting on your crown each and every morning, go and help someone else put on theirs. See? You have so much love and wisdom to spread, so don't waste it. Self-love is essential, but community is important too. And it seems like you're never stuck in a never-ending cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism. But when you tell yourself you can't do whatever you set your mind to, that's what we refer to as negative self-talk. Fly away as if you've never been in that cage. It's time to break free. There we are. Settle in for the ride with Lady Luck. She is going to come and she is going to break free for you from all of this situation, worry, upset. It's going to be gone. It's done. I feel like I'm in this cocoon of happiness right now. It's beautiful. What a beautiful energy. So if you're feeling that, I'm glad. I am glad. Okay, so Spirit, please give us some guidance. We can wear that crown that we deserve. We don't need to be self-critical. We can trust in ourselves. Okay? What we do, we love to do. We are going to trust in our gifts. What else are you going to show us, please? Oh, okay. You don't want me to see that straight away. Yes! It's time. That's the only card that turned over. There was one that came out. When I went to put it down, it flipped straight over. It's time to take that leap of faith. It's time to believe in you. Woohoo! Jump off that cliff, my friend. Whatever comes, this Lady Luck is bringing to you, you are going to absolutely be blown away by it. It's going to be an amazing situation. Ace of Wands. Look at that. all of this that you have been doing and looking at and what have you, it's all coming out now. It's all coming to fruition. It's going to be surprising, amazing. I'll read the card. This one, Page of Cups. Lovely. A little offer, a gift, something that's going to be fun. Let's read those before we get into those ones. Where's my book? Where's my book? I shall get my book for you. So, well, we know what the Fool's all about, but let's look at the Ace of Wands in this deck. I love these pictures of this. So cute. Oh, Ace of Wands. Sometimes the universe gives you a boost. Don't miss an opportunity when it comes along, filled with potential. So the Ace of Wands is a powerful card, filled with potential. The universe is offering you a gift. We know that. Lady Luck. Okay? When it appears, be sure to grab it and make the most of the energy and possibility it holds. This moment may not come around again. Embrace your own inner fire and whatever fabulous things are coming your way. Beautiful. When the Ace of Wands appears in your reading, it often can be an indication of something wonderful, powerful, and life-changing. What's happening in your life right now? Are you taking advantage of all the opportunities in front of you? Oh, yes. If the Ace of Wands shows up as a future card, sorry, that was a little break. After all, the universe lies within us as much as it lies without. Make sure you are channeling your strengths and energy in a productive and positive way. So remember what this said. Heaven has endowed me with talents for eventual use. So this is where you need to be using your talents and gifts and things that Spirit have been showing you. The Page of Cups is about embracing creativity, learning new skills, and opening up to joy. Okay, you may be the Page of Cups. You want to ask yourself if this approach is working for you, to be representing young people in our lives or in a certain frame of mind yourself, being young and free and open and allowing for those gifts, those new things to come in. Okay, you can fly free now. It's very important that you recognize that. That's lovely, beautiful, beautiful energy. We've also got the moon, and we talked about the new moon and planting seeds. And of course, the moon is about things that can be a little bit surprising. I mean, look at this cat looking in the, and look how big this is. It's about intuition. It can also be a bit of about your shadow side becoming more powerful and guiding you. It's about feminine energy, the moon. We have the Lovers. So there we go, something very romantic, love of yourself. We talked about unity, coming out with the connection. So possibly you are coming back together with someone, and they could be very much about, being together in some way. You know, the cats have got their tails together with a big love heart, so they definitely love each other. And death. And death comes with rebirth. Death is all about letting go of that old. Something's changed, something's shifted. I feel like it's, this separation card is very sort of almost, look, with the black and the doors. So we're in connection right now. So it's about really connecting with yourself. Don't worry about what that other person's doing. If they want to, they'll make their move. You just wait until that gift opens up for you. You know what you need to do. Think about it from a point of view for yourself. What you're planting, keep it within yourself. So number 6, the Lovers. Love is all around us. If you asked about love in your reading, then the Lovers may be the answer that you're looking for. Sometimes a Lover card can symbolize all the pieces are coming together in perfect harmony. And that's because we're in this inner autumn, this within. Everything is coming, I kept saying, within our unity together. So that is really important you recognize. If you are trying to make a choice, you may want to use this card as a suggestion to look into your heart to discover which options gives you that magical feeling of completeness and rightness. And then we have our Moon card, which is a time of or feeling of uncertainty. It can be restlessness, but equally, if you're having nightmares, it could be that your subconscious is wanting you to hear something. So pay attention to those signs. Make sure you are listening. It could be a time of change. It could be a warning you to look carefully at your reflection. Okay, remember I said about reflection in the very beginning of this reading. Reflect on how far you've come. And I mentioned how I reflect back to when I started this, you know. So what hidden secrets will it reveal if you are daring enough to gaze directly at the moon's face? So can you directly look at yourself, know what it is, you know, really consider when this situation arises, when your seed suddenly sprouts, when that change arises, you know, have you got that in you to recognize it and believe it and trust it and not worry about it? And our death card, of course, is it can be good news. It could also mean something has to end. Don't make the mistake of hanging on to something that is already gone. And we talked about that as well in the very beginning of the reading. So lovely confirmation from the tarot cards. Beautiful confirmation from the tarot cards. Really lovely. So there we go. I mean, I can ask our cosmic insight to give us a little bit more detail into what this new gifts or talents, or what is this that is going to be coming in. Oh, where did that go? Would be nice to know. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. There's something about it will help you attract more love. So more love is coming into your life. Beautiful. Anything else, please? What else could you tell us? What else can you tell us? Okay, 2. Okay, someone's been watching you. So someone really, and there's also a gold digger card here, but it's they want your money. You're being used. Okay, so somebody that's watching you, perhaps they've been after your money or whatever. Maybe that's who you need to let go of. Maybe this is the situation you need to let go of. Maybe the thought process you need to let go of. Maybe it's something about, you know, really seeing it from a different perspective. I'm just saying it could be something like that. Perhaps it is about, because you've been hurt before in the past, reflecting back, it's made you feel a little bit like, I don't know whether I want to take this leap of faith. But you're being told, open up your heart. I really feel very strongly that it's about yourself, though. You know, taking that risk, taking that leap of faith again in love. You know, and maybe in changes. It could be something else that you want to do for yourself, the love for yourself. So that's a beautiful message right now from that has come up. It could be an earth sign as well, or you could be an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That could be somebody that wants... and it's interesting how it's an earth sign, and we've been talking about autumn. We've been talking about grounding and rooting, and about, you know, how Mother Nature works. So very much this idea of, you know, change that is going to come around. And, you know, having this beautiful card of peonies, you know, all these beautiful flowers, that almost looks like summer or springtime. It just gives a very beautiful lightness. And the universe is going to give you what you've been manifesting and calling in, and it's time. It's Lady Luck is on your side now. It is your time. So can you trust? Can you trust? Can you open up your heart again? Can you see the gift for what it needs to be? How does it make you feel? And pages are quite young, immature energy, and sometimes I feel like, you know, we've got to listen to that inner child in us, because that inner child, if you've healed your inner child, that inner child is guiding us as our higher self often. So feel that into that today. If there's that bit of a dip, whatever, I don't know where this started to go, but we talked about our inner ourselves, our talents, our love. We do something. Work is to love what you do. Love you. Love what you do. Love who you are. Keep on that pathway, and you will open up your heart to receive more love in our life. And that's really important to understand. So I hope that is going to help you. If it has, give us a thumbs up. I'm so sorry about the interruptions. But I wish you a very, very happy midweek day. Have a good one, and I'll see you again soon.